Hi, welcome to the KaiNexus Continuous Improvement Podcast. I'm Mark Graban, a senior advisor with KaiNexus, and today we are doing a preview of our next webinar in the KaiNexus Continuous Improvement webinar series. It's going to be titled, What PE Teachers and PEX Professionals Have in Common. So it's going to be March 5th, 1 o'clock Eastern. You can register at kainexus.com/webinars or look in the show notes for a link to that registration. And we're joined today by Shawna Forst. She is the presenter for the webinar. So Shawna, thanks for joining us. How are you?
I'm great.
It would, maybe as a bit of a preview, if you tell us a little bit about your career arc. And that's one of I think the interesting things looking ahead to your webinar tomorrow, going from physical education to process excellence.
I am a former physical education teacher. I have my bachelor's in physical education and got my coaching endorsement and was in the teaching field for a few years and found myself in healthcare. And many chances to learn different areas of quality and process improvement. And I've always reflected the past 20 years on the parallels between how I was as a phys ed teacher, as I've been a coach throughout the years, and my role as a performance excellence professional. And I felt that maybe other people may find some inspiration with that and learn how to leverage lean methodology and KaiNexus so that we can eliminate waste, make things the best that we can for our colleagues and our customers. And so just it was a fun way to compare and contrast and be able to inspire others.
Yeah. Well, most of us in the audience won't have a background in education, yet alone physical education. We can all remember being in gym class, whether we wanted to be there or not, whether we were good at sports or not. So I think there'll be a lot of things for us to reflect on and to even think about being coached. I mean, playing different sports. I mean, I'm curious. Did you play a lot of sports growing up? Was that kind of part of where that appealed to you?
Yeah, I did love sports. I had some that I was decent at, so I continued to play in college. And when it came to going to college, which my mother made me do, thankfully, I thought to myself, I want to be a teacher, but I don't want to have to deal with homework. And I like sports. So that's why I went into it. So it's just interesting how your 18-year-old brain leads you down a path. And that's where I started. But yes, I still enjoy helping coach my kids' teams and working with kids still today.
Yeah. What did you have a favorite sport in particular?
Yes, I love playing tennis. I don't like really watching it much, but I love playing tennis.
Oh, so something we have in common. Not that I was a great athlete, but I lettered in tennis in high school. I played doubles. I was not good enough to be out there playing singles, but it was something I enjoyed. And, I think back to, I can think about workplace settings. And I'm curious, this is probably something you're going to delve into tomorrow. Like trying to adapt. I'm curious your thoughts here about adapting your coaching style. Let's say, you might have a kid on a team who's like super talented and the game is easy versus a kid who, really struggles with some of the basics. I imagine you've got to adjust your style to the people involved.
Yes, for sure. Some of my time as a teacher was with behavior disorder children, severe and profound. And I think that time at that school taught me more than anything up until that point and since then on connecting with people, motivating people, understanding you cannot make anybody do anything, how consequences follow. And so that on top of, I think as you mature in your career, whichever career it is, if you want to foster good relationships and good teamwork, introspection, looking at myself, how do I communicate how do others communicate, and being aware that I do need to change the way maybe I communicate, because everybody does things a little differently. Example, some managers want to talk on the phone. I will email them and they call me back. It doesn't matter. There's others that I email and they email right back. So just little things like that, where if you're conscious of how you are communicating and working with others, to be able to support them and help them, I think that's been very helpful too.
Yeah. So I think there's going to be a lot to learn for those of us in different industries and in different roles. So again, the webinar be presented by Shawna Forst is what PE teachers and PEX professionals have in common. March 5th, you can attend live, or if you're checking out this preview after March 5th, the recording will be available in our podcast feed and on YouTube. So Shawna works in performance excellence. She's a quality and risk coordinator at Mercy One Newton Medical Center. And I think I would encourage people, even if you don't work in healthcare, I think there's going to be a lot of great general leadership tips and process excellence knowledge from Shawna. So thank you in advance, Shawna, for doing the webinar, and thank you for doing the preview here today.
Yeah, thank you.